Hey YouTube, this is Cutie Pie 88. I'm coming to you guys with a hair review. This is sponsored by Ali Grace. Ali Grace Hair off of AliExpress. They are an AliExpress vendor and they reached out to me to review some of their body wave hair. So once again, this is Ali Grace and they sent me 3 bundles and 1 frontal. So the frontal is 20 inches and the bundles are 22 inches each. So 3 bundles of 22 and a 20-inch closure, 20-inch frontal. So let me get right into it. As you guys saw, body wave texture. I haven't reviewed body wave hair in a while, and actually I just installed this today. So this is right out of the pack. No heat or anything like that. Well, actually I did have to put some heat to the frontal, but I'll get into that. But yeah, 3 bundles of 22 inch and a 20-inch closure. So okay, so I wanted to let you guys know of a method that I use with my frontals now. I did try the glue thing, I tried the tape thing, I tried the gel thing, and I tried the elastic band thing, and none of it worked. The glue would get hard and sticky and ruin the frontal, and the tape just wouldn't stick, and the tension method with the elastic band would just make my head hurt so bad. Like, it gave me headaches all day. So I'm like, how can I come up with a way to make it tight without using an elastic band or glue or anything? So I came up with this idea a while ago. As you saw the pictures I showed you, I put pieces of elastic on each side of the frontal, and it's like a band but cut in half. So it's like little pieces of elastic sticking off to the side, and what I do is I sew the elastic down. So once I put the frontal and measure it on my head, then I pull the elastic back and actually sew the elastic on the braids. That way it's not causing any tension or giving you any headaches, but it's still a tight, very tight fit. Like, you guys, I don't have any glue or tape or anything, and when I tell you, this sucker is not moving, okay? It's not moving. Like, it's not moving. So hopefully it looks as good as I think it looks right now on camera, because I feel like it looks pretty good. I did take my time on this frontal. This is an amazing frontal. I could tell even before I plucked it, even before I bleached the knots, that it was an amazing soft frontal. Now, this lace on this frontal is very soft. I know you ladies can, agree with me. Sometimes the lace is like hard and rough and like scratchy. This lace is very soft and delicate, so you have to take your time with plucking and with bleaching. So starting from the beginning, of course, the frontal had a typical hairline. And you guys, I have always been unsuccessful with plucking my frontals. I always either gave up because I didn't feel like I was doing it right. I caused bald spots. This time I looked up so many so many plucking videos, and I finally got it right. So tip number one, I definitely did not tweeze the hairline. So that's the difference. This frontal came with baby hair, but I brushed all the hair back, sprayed it down with water, and then separated the baby hair from the rest of the frontal. And then I plucked it that way. I didn't pluck at the hairline, which was my biggest mistake that I used to make. So I separated it right here, and then I plucked, and then I tweezed. So that was my number 1 tip, you guys, to remember. Number 2, you definitely do have to bleach the knots to get this look. I know you ladies don't really feel like doing it, or feel like you can get around it with like a bald cap method or putting makeup on the knots or something. That is a good way to try to make it look natural, but you have to bleach the knots, ladies. You have to in order to really get this look, not caked up and concealer everywhere, and take time and just bleach the knots. If you can't do it, find somebody to do it for you. That's the only way you can really get this look, because I know you're like, oh my God, I just cannot get this look. And that's how frustrated I was. But I finally sat down, took my time, plucked it correctly. It took like a few hours, sat there and let it bleach. I did use 40 volume developer, as you saw, and the regular bleach powder. let it sit. I did get some brassy areas, but I just covered it up with mascara and it worked perfectly. So I have a black cap underneath, guys, and it doesn't even look like it. I didn't add any kind of concealer or anything to this frontal at all. And as you can see, it is amazing. It is very soft. So you definitely want to pluck this frontal before you bleach it, because bleaching does make the lace a little bit weaker, and the hair tends to pluck out faster. So you don't want the hair to pluck out faster in one spot after you bleached it, because it'll cause bald spots. So definitely pluck your frontal before bleaching it. But this hair is amazing. Like I said, I did have to go in with my waving iron to put a little bit of waves back in the frontal, because of course I did have to wash it and co-wash it after rinsing the bleach out. So I did have to go back and put some. But as far as the hair in the back, this is the natural pattern. The pattern, you know, right out of the bundles, as you can see, is a little bit more pronounced. But yeah, but back to this frontal, what I did was I used, after it was plucked, after I, you know, plucked it, checked my work, plucked it, make sure I didn't cause any bald spots or anything like that. I slicked it back, and then I used some of this mousse. This is Styling Angry mousse. It's really cheap from the hair store. It's like $1.99, and it really holds. It makes it hard, but not like hard and crunchy. I didn't even want to use Gots to Be gel on my baby hair. Like, I didn't want that stuff to touch this frontal. I wanted it to be glueless, gelless, no flakes, no makeup, no nothing. I didn't even want to put makeup on this because it just ruins it, like, after a while. So all I did was put some of this mousse on it, and then the frontal was already on my head. Put mousse on it. I curved my baby hairs, you know, where it needed to go. I did cut the baby hairs, curled them, put some of this on it, curled it up, wrapped it up for about 30 minutes, took that sucker off, and bam, it was amazing looking. Now, when this was tied down, I did take the time to separate my frontal and flat iron it. You have to press your frontals down, or else it'll be like very like bulky. So press it down, ladies. While the baby hair is setting, press the frontal like with your flat iron. Just go in and make small sections and press it. So these are just little tips I'm throwing at you. So this is all that I have left from the 3 bundles. Literally, this is all I have left. So I used a lot of the 3 bundles, and what I had to do was I had to do double weft all the way through. Double weft, double flip over method all the way up, because I have a tiny head, and if I would have did it single weft all the way up, I would not have fit enough hair on my head for it to look full. So this is all that's left. But the hair is very pretty. It did have a smell to it, so I do recommend co-washing this hair if you don't want to go around smelling like hair all day. It did have a slight smell to it, but it's not bad. But if you put heat to it, you can definitely smell like the chemical smell come out. Of course, because it is chemically processed for the hair to have an S wave to it. Hair doesn't come off of people's head like this. So of course it is chemically processed, but I do feel like it can be bleached, it can be dyed, virgin hair. Of course not virgin because it's chemically processed, but hair that can be bleached, dyed, permed, straightened, curl back up, whatever you want to do. So this hair is amazing. I have not experienced any tangles. Usually with body wave hair, you do experience some kind of tangling because of just the pattern of the S shape. But oh my gosh, it's super soft. It is super soft. I did have to cut the ends just a little bit because they were a little bit too frizzy, too thin. But 22 inches, this hair is long. I said stuff. This hair is long. It comes like to my waist. So, and I'm 5'9", so I'm pretty tall. So this 22 inches is long, you guys, and it's still in a body wave pattern. So if I was to straighten it, it's even longer. But let me get the close up of this frontal. This is the best frontal I've ever done. I think I over exaggerated the baby hair just a little bit, but I was so excited I finally got that look. So definitely you have to bleach the knots, ladies. You have to. You cannot skip that step in order for it to look like this. You can, but in my opinion, you can still see like makeup or the cap or something like that. So definitely take your time plucking it. Take your time. Do not tweeze the hairline and use mousse. Please do not use gel. Please do not use tape. I mean, you can, but as a beginner, I wouldn't. Definitely get you some mousse. Get some mousse. I know you see the ladies moussing their frontals down. They're doing it for a reason. Definitely do it. I tried to skip that step. Use edge control. No. Mousse it down and you will get the results that you want. And like I said, use the tension method that I have come up with. Don't use the band. Just sew 2 pieces of elastic on both sides of the ears where the frontal is. Pull it back, sew one side, pull it back, sew one side to your braids. I promise you, you will not get headaches. You will not, this thing, like I said, is not moving. I did not have to sew within the frontal. Like, I hate doing that. Having the spaces, I hate doing that. So I did not have to do anything, any extra steps except tying, sewing 2 pieces of elastic on each side of the frontal, pulling one side back, sewing it, pulling the other elastic side back and sewing it to my braids, and this is tight. Of course, you're gonna have to get the hang of it, sewing the elastic down, but it's so much easier. Try it, definitely try it. So, like I said, this is a sew-in, this is not a wig. Let me see if I can. Look at that. And that is a black cap. No concealer, no makeup, nothing. This is what happens when you bleach your knots, ladies. You have to bleach your knots in order to get the look that you want. Look at that. Hopefully it doesn't look too brassy, but in real life it doesn't look bad. But if you do feel like it's brassy from the bleach, you can always use some concealer, but I don't think the concealer should cover the entire inside of the frontal. But like I said, ladies, this is just my opinion. I'm just trying to get some tips to you. But hit me up, shoot me a comment, like this video if you guys like it, if you like my tips. I did move kind of fast, sorry about that. It is New Year's Eve. Actually, it's like almost 12 o'clock, so I'm up on New Year's Eve giving you guys this video. Happy New Year, coming into 2019. I hope it is a blessed year for all of you, and thank you so much for keeping up with my channel, watching my videos. So like I said, check out Allie Grace. The review, the link will be in the description box below. Check out this hair. It is gorgeous, gorgeous hair. Get you some hair for the new year. Start it out right. Hopefully you'll be blessed with bundles all of 2019. All right, thanks.